All right, everyone, welcome to this MetaTrader 5 training video. In this training, I'm going to be giving you guys a full overview of MetaTrader 5, how to navigate it, how it works, and how you can use it effectively, right? So at the bottom, we're going to go to the settings first, okay? Now, just be mindful, if you are on an Android, if you're not on iPhone, it will look slightly different. So this might look a little bit different if you're using an Android. I personally am on an iPhone. All right, so in the settings section, this is where you're gonna be able to see your account. If you wanna get logged into a new account, at the top, you would just hit new account, select, type in your broker here. You'll be able to get yourself logged into a demo or a live account, or whatever the case may be. You can also see what accounts you're already logged into. Typically on here, the cool thing is once you get logged into an account, you don't get logged out unless you manually log yourself out. So if I click on my name, I could literally look at all the accounts that I'm logged into, and I can switch back and forth from my demo to my live, whatever the case. All right, now we'll go to history. So in the history, this is where you can see any trades that you've took previously. You can actually look at by the day, you could look at by last week, you could look at last month, or however far back you want to look. You can actually change it on the top right where that little clock is. You can see your overall profit or loss at the bottom. You can see every single trade and the outcome of each individual trade. Obviously, guys, if you see blue, that would mean that you won the trade, and whatever profit is there, that's the profit you made. If you see red, that's a loss that you took, and obviously you can see how much you lost, okay? Next, we're gonna go to quotes, bottom left, okay? This is where you can see your personal pairs that you save to your quotes. So if you like to trade like a specific pair or a few specific pairs, you can actually edit the quote screen how you like it to be set up. So me personally, I only trade gold. So I can take this off. I can literally delete Bitcoin. So if you literally just want to add gold, which most of our group loves to trade gold, which is XAU USD, right? And again, if you want to add pairs, if you want to remove pairs, you can click on the top right-hand corner where you see the pencil. And this is where you can either add or remove. Okay, I can search, right? If I want to look up, let's just say USD CAD, I can click on it, go back, and now it's added on my quotes. Okay, so whatever pairs you want on here, whatever you like to trade, you can add them and just set yourself up kind of like a watch list. Okay, so I'm going to remove this from my chart. Now, let's just say I'm going to go ahead and start trading. How can I do that? The cool thing about MetaTrader is it does have like multiple ways that you can get in trades. So one way is coming to the quotes, clicking on the pair that you want to trade, and literally just hitting trade. It's going to bring this up for you. You're going to be able to plug in your stop loss number, your take profit number. You can hit buy or sell at the bottom there. You can also change what type of order it is. So if you're market executing, if you're getting in the market instantly, that would be a market execution. If you're doing some sort of pending order, like a buy stop, sell stop, buy limit, sell limit, you can also adjust that, enter your price, stop loss, take profit, and then place the trade. So that's one way that you can place your trade. You can also adjust the lot size here, which is essentially your risk going into the market, okay? There's another way. This is how I personally like to do it, especially trading with the scanners, being someone who's likes to get in and out of trades. I like to actually do it this way. So if we click on the pair we want to trade, then we'll click on the chart. On the top left-hand corner, you can actually see the time frame. So I'm on the 1 minute M1. If you're looking at like the M5, you can change it to that. Whatever time frame you want to look at, you can adjust it on the top left. Now on the top right-hand side of the screen, there is a box. So it's a red and blue box right up here. When you click on it, it'll pop up a buy and sell button, okay? If you're new to it, you want to just click on one of them and then turn on one-click trading. Okay, your very first time hitting buy or sell here, it's going to ask you to turn on one-click trading. So you're going to want to make sure you turn that on. So the cool thing about this is if I wanted to just literally get in, I clicked buy just now. You guys can see now that I'm in the buy. You can actually see it on my chart now. If I go down to the middle where it says trade, I can actually see I entered on a big lot size, but you can actually see now that I'm actively in this trade. Okay, if I want to modify this trade and I want to adjust the stop loss to take profit after executing it, I can click on my position. All right, so typically I would click about right here in the middle. It'll pop this up for me and I'll be able to modify, add in my stop loss and take profit, and then modify at the bottom. Okay, another thing I could do is I can click on it. I can close the position. If I want to manually get out, I can close. Right, so now I'm out of that position and it's in my history now. Okay, and that's how I like to enter my trades, just so that way I'm getting in and out really fast. So I like to first, hit the buy or sell depending on what I get from the scanner, and then add my stop loss and take profit after. That way I just get in quickly. Okay. This is where you can see your balance, where you can see any and all trades that you're in. So let me show you guys another example. Let's bring that down a little bit. So let's just say I get in multiple trades. I just hit sell twice. Okay. So now I'm in 2 trades. If I want to get out manually of both of my trades at the same time, or however many trades that I'm in, you can actually close out of all of them at the same time all at once. The way you'll be able to do this is by clicking on these 3 dots right here. All right. And then I would hit close all positions, and boom, it's going to close me out of all of my positions at the same time. That way I don't have to individually click each one and close out of them individually. Now, typically guys, when you set your trade, when you put your stop loss, your take profit, you don't have to necessarily manually close. But again, this is just a MT5 tutorial to make sure you guys understand how to use it. So let's just run this back really quick. We have the settings where you can log into your accounts, where you can switch them back from whatever account you're logged into. We got your history where you can see any profits, any losses you've made. We got the trade where you can see your balance, where you can see any positions that you're actively in. We have the chart where you can literally see the chart, but you can also execute your trades by clicking again on this upper right corner, which pops up the sell and the buy button. We have the quotes where you can have your own personal watch list of any pairs that you personally like to trade. And obviously you can click on them. You can go to them like that. And there's one more part that I want to show you guys, which I find very valuable. Up on the top right-hand corner, right next to the box, there's a circle right here. This is a great way for you guys to be able to actually look at your risk to reward when you're getting in trades. So if I click on that circle, I'm also going to click on the box too. You'll get this line that will pop up. And the cool thing is you can literally hold down on it with your finger and drag it and drop it wherever you want to. So let's just say I'm looking to get in a trade. Let's just say I want to get in a sell. I'm going to drag this to wherever I want to enter. So let's just say I want to enter the sell right here. I'm going to drop it there. Then I'm going to turn on at the bottom my SL right here. Okay. I'm going to turn that on, and then another line will pop up that I can literally drag and drop. Let's just say my stop loss is going to be all the way up here. Now, on the top of the screen right here, this is called your lot size. Okay. I'm not going to go deep into lot size in this video because that's a whole separate trading. But to keep it very simple, you can determine what your loss and your reward is going to be, what your risk and your reward will be by looking at this here. So if I know my stop loss is going to be right around this area 4611.81 on the far right hand side, then I see that I'm risking as of right now $271.30. Okay. Now, depending on your capital, depending on your risk tolerance, you want to basically follow that. So let's just say I want to risk less than $271. What I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to bring the lot size down. We're going to bring it down to the very lowest, 0.01. That's the lowest you can go. Now I'm risking $27.13. Hopefully you guys can see it there. But let's say that's too small now. I want to bring it up. Okay, if I go up to 0.02, now I'm risking $54. And you guys can see simple math. If I bring it up to 0.03, click on the screen, now I'm risking $81 and so on and so forth. So before you even get in your trades, you can actually do this to just make sure that you're risking an amount that you personally feel comfortable risking. before you even get into your trades. So I like to just do this really quick before I enter my trades to make sure that it makes sense with my risk management plan. So once you determine that, you can either enter the trade like you normally do, market execute by hitting buy or sell at the top when it's at your entry, or you can literally just have it set to wherever your entry is. And on the bottom, where you see the little arrow, you can even just click on that and hit place sell limit. All right, so now the sell limit is set. Okay, you can actually see it right here placed. So when the market decides to come back up to my limit area right here, it'll automatically put me into this trade and we're good to go, right? Another cool thing too is if you click on the line, so if you click on your sell limit line or if you click on your stop loss line, you can also adjust it later as well. So if you want it to change, move your stop loss down, move it up, whatever, you can do that and you could modify like that. So again, there's multiple ways. I can also go here. I could modify like that as well if I wanted to, or I can just drag and drop it. I like to do it this way because it's so much faster, dragging it and dropping it. And yeah, pretty simple, guys. You can do the same with the take profit. I could pull the take profit down as well and do the exact same thing, right? So yeah, hopefully this makes sense. Play around with it a little bit. That's what the demo account is for you to be able to really learn how to navigate this stuff and make sure it makes sense to you. Play some practice trades. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much, a full overview of how to use MetaTrader 5. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, but hopefully this was helpful and we'll see you guys in the next video.